Welcome to Gentle Truths with Delia, a space where we return to ourselves, one truth at a time. Over the past 2 weeks, we've come back to our worth. We've begun choosing ourselves more honestly, and now we move into something deeper. Because once you begin choosing yourself, you are asked to trust yourself. Not the outside voices, not the expectations, but your own inner knowing. Doubt is not always uncertainty. Sometimes it's what happens when you keep ignoring what you already know. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 3, verse 5. There was a time when you needed reassurance, when perhaps you needed confirmation, but you've grown, and now you're allowed to move without waiting for permission. Strength is not always visible, but it is present. We often wait for clarity before we move, but sometimes clarity comes after the decision, after the step, after the choice. Your first instinct is not always perfect, but it's often honest. Before fear, before doubt, before overthinking. Confusion is not always a lack of clarity. Sometimes it's the result of too many voices, too many opinions, and not enough space to hear your own voice. You don't need to have it all figured out to trust yourself. Growth and self-trust can exist at the same time. Self-trust is not built overnight. It's built in the small moments where you choose yourself, even when it's uncomfortable. Trusting yourself is not always about being certain. It's about being willing to listen and to honor what you hear. I wanted to do something different this week and introduce a couple of affirmations. So before we move into this week's reflections, take a breath and repeat these gently to yourself. I trust myself more each day. I honor what feels peaceful, honest, and aligned. I release the need for constant reassurance and trust my inner knowing. I already carry the wisdom I've been searching for. Take what resonates with you this week and allow it to settle gently within you. And now, before you move on, take a moment to reflect with yourself. Where am I ignoring what I already know? Where am I waiting for permission instead of moving? What would it look like to trust myself just a little more? Which one of these speaks to you most? So this week, listen inward, even if it feels unfamiliar, even if it feels uncertain. Your inner voice is not against you. It is guiding you. This is your Gentle Truths for the week. If this message speaks to you, I truly appreciate your support by liking and subscribing to the channel. It helps grow the space and reach others who may need it too. Stay gently aligned, and I'll meet you here again next week.